everyone! Finally, after 3 months, I'm super happy to post a new video about motorbikes and have two wonderful news for you. The first one, I can walk! It's not bad, okay? I did not recover 100%. It's gonna take at least 2 to 3 months. But I don't need this anymore! Apart from the morning where every time I wake up, the foot hurts like hell. And the second good news is that today I will be riding again for the first time after the crash. So, I will have the chance to ride this wonderful Ducati Panigale V4R street version. Okay, you see, apart from the fairings, it's 100% street. And then, at the end of the day, I will have the chance to drive. Wait, this is my friend's car. Do you want to see a video about this car? It's a three-wheeler. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see it. So, I was saying, at the end of the day, I will have the chance to drive for the first time, for the first time in my life, a real superbike. This is a Panigale V4R, which is going to compete next year in the Superbike World Championship, and this is 100% superbike. We're talking about 140,000 euros. Yeah, 140,000 euros. This is insane. This is gonna be the first time that I ride a superbike. Wow. So I'm here because I've been invited by Snapshot, which is my sponsor. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know if I'll be able to ride with this foot. So we'll see how it goes. How the hell did you put the camera? I forgot to turn off the stabilization, so now it looks all drunk. Okay, I hope you checked the footage, you saw it was bad, and you fixed the camera in the following sessions. Wow, I was amazed by these first laps because I thought it would have been worse than this. Last year, after the crash, when I went back on track, I was really scared to ride the first time. It felt like I never ridden before, but this time it felt like nothing ever happened. And that's a big step forward with my mind. Really big step forward. It means a lot to me. The downside is that I couldn't ride properly. The foot still hurts a lot, especially when I go down to upshift, because we don't have the reverse gearbox on this, so it hurts. It hurts especially also when I push on the pegs, because I cannot push, so I have to put all the weight on the shoulder. It's not easy, but I'm happy because I was able to ride. I was riding like 5 seconds lower than what I normally do. I was not pushing. There is no reason to push today, but I can ride. So this is the most important thing. Second session, so I started to get more feeling with this bike because, you know, this is actually the first time that I ride this bike. Well, I ridden the V4S in 2018 in Valencia when they presented it for the first time. I had the chance and the honor to be one of the first one in the world to ride it. I linked the video here. It's in Italian, but if you wanna watch it, it has English captions. So, the feeling about the differences between Yamaha and Ducati. I cannot really tell much about this because I just did 10 laps on this bike and I'm not a 20-year professional rider. But what I felt is that the engine is infinite. In the first lap I was upshifting, like using the ear, and then I watched the dashboard and I saw I had 4,000 RPM more. Oh my god, it's infinite. And as soon as you get the torque, the engine is incredible. I was overtaking everyone on the straight. Everyone, literally everyone. What I felt about the riding compared to the Yamaha one is that the Yamaha one, as soon as you jump on it, insanely easy to ride. Everyone feel it easy, feel it comfortable, feel it agile. While with this bike, especially when you're entering the corner while braking, in that part there, it feels a bit harder than the Yamaha. It feels a bit less agile, okay? A little bit more difficult to understand this bike. So that's the thing that I felt after these first laps, but this is just a first impression, but so much fun to ride, really. Tu sei un'istituzione nel motociclismo, ma perché qualunque cosa uno pensi, c'è anche corso Daytona tu. Lui è Dario Marchetti.
Ho anche vinto a Daytona, che è anche più bello che correre.
Come fa la Daytona?
Gli americani sono veramente bravi per quello che è lo spettacolo. È più lunga la premiazione che la gara ed è emozionante. C'era il presidente della Rolex che dava il Rolex Daytona, che faceva la pole, i cazzo americani, la cantante dell'inno. È sempre un bello spettacolo.
Allora io dopo provo la Superbike. Sì. Dammi qualche dritta, a me che scendo da un R1 stock.
Allora, innanzitutto più che dritta, uno ti faccio i complimenti perché abbiamo fatto qualche giro assieme e salire in moto dopo quello che hai avuto, si vede che a sinistra hai ancora male, sei contratto, però giravi già molto bene e sembrava che sulla Ducati ci fossi nato. Hai guidato la Panigale V4R, la potenza è solo di qualche cavallo di meno rispetto alla Superbike, anche perché in Superbike Ducati fa questa politica, non c'è una moto cliente, le moto sono tutte uguali,
okay.
Quindi praticamente la moto del team privato è esattamente come la moto di Davis e di Redding. Poi cambiano le componentistiche perché chiaramente il team privato c'è chi ha la forcella, c'è chi ha lo scarico diverso, quindi sono contento perché secondo me ti impressionerà molto.
Bene, non vedo l'ora.
Io ti vengo a vedere.
Now, it's time to ride the Superbike. Now, I would love to show you in detail all the stuff that they put on this bike. But the thing is that I asked the team manager before some informations about the bike, about the parts, and he started talking in French, which I speak not like English. But he told me so many things about this bike that it would take 1 hour to tell you all the things that are on this bike. Just starting from the exhaust, which is not titanium, it's another kind of metal, which is the same that they use on the rockets that the SpaceX uses to go on the space. So, what are we talking about? The brakes, just the disc, they cost 1,800 euros. The disc. So, the braking system, apart from the disc and the pads, is the same braking system they use in MotoGP. So, I truly cannot spend time telling you all the things that are on this bike. So, I will just wear the suit, I will just ride it, and I will let you enjoy the sound, and then I will tell you how it felt. Of course, I will ride slowly because I really cannot move that foot more than this. I cannot change gears, so I can't push. And I don't want to crash. is this? I didn't fix it properly and it went down. Well, I hope you saw the camera down and you put it back up. No, it went down even more. For once in your life did you ride a Superbike, you had one thing to do. I mean, two, apart from not crashing it. You just had to put the cameras properly. But wait a second, the day was 8 hours long. How come did you ride it for just 5 laps? I lost one glove. So, you had the chance to ride a Superbike and you ride it for just 5 laps because you lost one glove? Yes, I lost it after lunch. And couldn't you just borrow it from someone else? Everybody had super tiny hands. I couldn't even put them on. So, how did you ride it? At the end of the day, I begged Mika to borrow me his gloves. The problem is, if he borrowed me his gloves, he couldn't ride. So he just borrowed me them for 5 laps. Why do you have 2 gloves now? I don't know. When I came back home, I opened the bag and I found 2 gloves. No way, I can't believe it. You had one job, which was just to put the cameras properly, and you didn't even do it. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I had a million things to think about. My foot was hurting. I messed up. Yeah, sorry. I will ride it again, I hope. Now you will just enjoy my butt and the sound of the Superbike. Oh my god, I didn't understand anything about the bike. Truly. I did only 4 laps, so I really don't know what to tell you. I cannot give you a precise feedback about the motorbike just after 4 laps, okay? But, especially in this condition where I cannot move my foot, when I cannot change gears properly, so it takes time to understand it, especially because I don't know that bike. I am not experienced with the Panigale V4R. So if I tried a Yamaha R1, which I know pretty well, I could have told you immediately the differences. While here, I can't. It takes 1 day to fully understand it. I didn't use the full potential of the brakes, I didn't use the full potential of the fork, I didn't use the full potential of the traction, of the electronics, nothing. But what I understood in these 4 laps is that the power is insane, really. While with the street bike, I was at 100%, here I was like at 80. And I said, oh my god, there's more. Crazy. Also, what amazed me in an incredible way is the agility of the bike. How lightweight and how agile it is in the changes of direction. It's like a bicycle. Impressive. Truly, truly impressive. So these are the only things I can tell you about this test. I hope I will be able to ride it, to ride a Superbike again for a whole day, or at least a Yamaha R1, which I know, in order to tell you the real differences. By now, thanks for watching. I'm happy about this comeback on track. And I also want to say thanks to that guy, which is Sid. Ciao Sid.
Hi.
Merci pour la moto. Merci pour la confiance.
Merci, j'espère que tu es content.
T'as vu si j'étais content?
Oui, je pense que tu avais un grand sourire.
Ouais.
Et peut-être que la prochaine fois, on fera un peu plus de tours.
Ah ouais.
À Misano, ça serait bien.
Ah, quand tu veux.
Une invitation.
quand tu veux, je suis là.
Ok, top.
Merci beaucoup. Yeah, thanks to Sid for having borrowed me the bike and having given me this incredible opportunity. Bye guys.